What is up, guys? Welcome back to T2T Wrestling. Today we're going to be talking about Vince McMahon's retirement. I am here with Tim.
Hello, everyone.
Let me just start off with a statement that Vince McMahon said on his Twitter, where he said, "At 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever together. Hashtag WWE. Hashtag thankful." And we're going to discuss how we feel about it, because we're not going to get emotional.
It's very difficult because Vince has been there for me always.
I know. But all those.
No, there is mixed emotions here.
Yeah, my whole WWE career watching wrestling life.
Yeah, no, it's been life watching wrestling.
It's been pretty much Vince McMahon in charge. So I mean, we've been saying like he needs to retire, but it's like, oh wow, he's actually retiring.
Yeah, but it's not so much that he needs to. I mean, that's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. The reason it happens is
let it out.
It's not really shocking. It's fair enough. If he's actually done the things they say he's done, fine, whatever. Retire. It's okay. The problem is, as much as people like shitting on Vince, again, without Vince McMahon, there wouldn't be wrestling today, not as we know it.
True.
I mean, I wouldn't have watched wrestling if he didn't, buy the company from his dad and then say, hey, let's go TV, let's go Mania, let's go the full thing. Like, I watch wrestling because wrestling became popular because of the rock and roll era, what they called the rock and wrestling era. Hogan, all those people.
Right.
That was Vince all the way through. Even when, WCW challenged him back in the 90s. Well, Vince recharged, reorganized, and did it again and again and again. Yes, it's like, I wanted Vince to retire, but I would have wanted him to retire on his own terms.
Yes, this is, yeah.
On the other hand, if he's actually paid people off for sexual harassment, well, maybe it's a good thing, I suppose. But the reason, but again, he's gone, it's happened. I think we're making this video with the assumption that he is gone and that he isn't going to just wait 5 months and come back again.
This is a fucking storyline.
Vince and wrestling, right? Secretly sort of swing back in under the radar.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. Could be like.
I mean, he still owns like 40% of the stocks in the company, so it wouldn't be impossible.
It's not technically like gone.
No.
There's only a little piece of the pie.
I'm like, at the same time, I'm always like, the fact that he was forced out like this is what I'm a bit worried about. Because, listen, if this just means that Steph and Hunter takes over, you know what? I'm good with it. This wasn't the way I would have wanted Vince to go. But with those two in charge, I'm good with it. On the other hand, if this means that somehow the McMahon family, or the McMahon-Helmsley family, I guess, is completely out of it, and WWE starts being run by some weird sort of like actual corporate board, then, oh man, no. Can you imagine what, someone who would listen to Twitter, for instance, would do to wrestling?
I mean, yeah. They're not very nice people.
Yeah, but I'm just like, okay, so WWE is now being run by a board of investors, so it's Bank of America who decides what goes out on Raw.
I mean, let's hope that is not the case, which I highly doubt that it is.
No, I'm just, you never know, right?
I mean, you never know. Like I said, I don't know. Like, I don't know the whole situation. I've heard rumors here and there, but like, I don't know because I'm not there. I can't.
No.
I guess I could go and like try to find out like this, that, and the third, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, if this person said this person said that, I'm pretty sure, like all these information that hides in the dark will probably come out in the light anyway. If of the things that have been said have been true, well then yeah, he should have been retired a long time ago. I agree. But if not, and he just wants to retire,
he should have been retired. Yeah.
Yeah, and if he just wants to retire because he's just like, okay, I've had enough, I mean, that's fine too.
I mean, that's what we would have wanted, right? I mean, in a perfect world, Vince would have retired at least sort of mostly, say, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, just after the company have gone really back to business in 2016, 2017. Things were going really well. If he had retired back then and given the company to Shane, Steph, and Hunter,
that would have been
that would have been the dream. Would have been the dream, but he didn't, because he's Vince. And again, like I said, I don't want to turn this either into a Vince denunciation video or a Vince hagiography. I mean, Vince had his flaws, but again, there wouldn't be wrestling today without Vince McMahon. I mean,
you wouldn't have the
early 90s.
TNTs and the AEWs and all you have in the Impacts.
All that stuff exists because of what Vince did in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, you can say, well, wrestling would have survived. Yeah, and it would have been as the NWA is today. Like, even if it got on television, it would be to 1,000 viewers on some really obscure, like satellite channel. AEW, TNA, Impact, whatever they're called today, they exist because WWE has had the success it has, and that's Vince McMahon. There's just no doubt about it. And like I said, I just don't know. It's going to be a weird world without Vince McMahon somehow, and I don't know if it's going to be a good world. But I mean, cautiously optimistic.
I mean, here's the thing right now that
his kids are actually running it.
I mean, I don't see how. I mean, I don't know. Either his kids are running, maybe some other people of wrestling affiliations or something. I don't know because I have no idea. But
yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, like I said, we can only hope that it's handed off to like kids.
No, the thing is, I remember what happened when a corporation runs a wrestling company.
Ted Turner?
That was WC. That was, after Ted Turner, really, after he sort of got mostly kicked out. That was WCW, late 1998, 1999, and 2000. I think we can all agree that the high point of wrestling wasn't WCW late 1999. I think we can all agree that wasn't like the glory days of professional wrestling.
That was the best time of my life. What are you talking about? No, so you're right.
Yeah, I know. We ain't long for those days.
It was really horrible, and it was really bad.
Yeah, Scott Long versus, I don't know, bloody hell. Yet the 15,000th variant of, the NWA fighting Jerry Lynn and Fit Finlay for the TV title or whatever.
You didn't like that?
I mean, I miss David Arquette as world champion.
I mean, who don't?
I know, right? It was a glory. It was an amazing match. Amazing match. I mean, the only good thing that came out of those days was Booker T, basically.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, well, I mean, no offense.
Not really against Booker T. I mean, he's fantastic, but
yeah,
in the WCW days, it's like
yeah, no, and that's what I'm afraid of. This is why I have mixed feelings about this. Like I said, I'm not happy that Vince is gone, but I'm happy that Vince is gone.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm kind of happy that
he's gone because I feel like he should have left 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm not happy that he's gone for the reasons of why he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, look, exactly.
I'm like, look, I can understand he's a powerful man and everything else like that, and it goes with the territory of like, hey, look, this guy has money, he harassed these women, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to get into that. That's another story.
I also don't know what that is about. All
I don't know about
he has paid money for certain women. We don't actually know what has gone into that.
Yeah, I mean, they might have. I mean, who knows? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just here talking about the retirement and like how I mean, like, look, it's been like all my life. Vince McMahon's been in charge. He's been the CEO of WWE/WWF, whatever, and now he's not anymore. And it's kind of like, okay, where does this go from here? It's like, is this a good thing?
Yeah,
Is this a bad thing? Is it gonna like change immensely? Is it gonna change a little bit? Ain't gonna have no changes at all? Like, I mean, I would love to see Hunter like in charge, because what Hunter did before with NXT, before they made it all,
that was amazing.
Before they made it all whatever it is now, back in the day, that was, like you said, amazing. And it was just,
NXT, I mean, it was 2013 to 2018, best wrestling on TV.
Yes, it was like top. It was like better than like Raw and like SmackDown. It was like, oh, you know, and like I would love to see him in charge of that, or somehow SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. I'm like, that'd be fantastic. But who knows? Like, I don't know. I don't know, like, the egos and everything else, and who's doing what behind the scenes, because I ain't got no friends back there.
I guess the conclusion is, if this leads to people like Hunter, who knows the business and who is very good at it, gets to run the show, then it's probably a good thing. If it leads to WWE becoming corporatized, then I think we need to prepare for a world where professional wrestling is taking a swan dive all over.
We're gonna have freaking, well, maybe they'll
yes,
bring
I know. I know AEW is owned by Tony Khan, but the problem is, just like with everything else, AEW is not really taking quantum leaps forward right now. So, I mean, if WWE tanks, is AEW really ready to sort of take over that role? Because they're not built like that.
I don't think they are. I think they still need a few more. I think they need more seasoning.
Basically, they're not really built to be the dominant company. They're built to be. I mean,
they're too busy being the ex-girlfriend, my husband, my wife, left me, whatever, you know, kind of company.
And even without that, they're built to be like the naughty kid in the school, the one that listens to Twitter, the one who does whatever the smarks want, and so on, which is fine.
I mean, that's fine, but it's kind of like, you're not gonna make any money. You're not gonna be successful.
Really are not.
You're not gonna be successful, because it's like, you know, it's like WWE. It's like, we want certain things, but they won't give us certain things because it's like, well, it's probably better for the company. Like, we have like our own, we have our own like our ideas and thoughts and stuff like that, but. I mean, I have to give Vince credit that, I mean, his thing is still going, and it's still successful to this day. I was like, I was like, sometimes I get frustrated with some of the things that they go on with this company sometimes, you know, but it's kind of like, well, you know, maybe they know something. I'll admit, maybe they know more than I do at certain times or whatever, but it's kind of like, okay, but they're still successful. You may not like them. They're like, oh, they're commercial, or they're this, or they're that. Maybe,
that's kind of what we always say.
Yeah.
80% of the times they know better. 20% of the times they think they know better.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of. The problem is, it's the other way around with fans. 20% of the times they probably do know better, but 80% of the times they just think they do.
It's true. So, I mean, this is how we work out. This is why we're just good for each other, because it's like we fill all each other. We make 100%. It's like, well, I know 20% at least.
You know, but like I said, that's my that's always been my problem. Well, beyond the fact that, like you say, they're the spurned girlfriend, but that's always been my problem with AEW. They are not built to be the dominant wrestling company.
Like,
they are built to be the rebel association. And that means if WWE tanks, they are not going to step in and take over, because they can't.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I just can't get into AEW. And it's weird, too, because they had like Jericho and like CM Punk and like Ruby Riott and all these other people there.
They got
I
some
really like
amazing
amazing
wrestlers,
people
yeah.
over there. I just can't get into it.
Well, I know.
I tried. I tried. I'm
same.
like, you know, it's like when we had that whole thing with like we're not going to be doing all pay-per-views, and I'm like, okay.
I tried to watch them as well. Yes, exactly.
And I was just like, I'm just not into it. I'm like, I can watch a little clips here and there on like Twitter and stuff like that, but I can't watch this whole damn show.
let me put it like this: I can watch probably every AEW wrestling match, but I can't be bothered even 5 minutes of AEW programming.
Yes.
While I can watch most of WWE programming and practically all of their matches, except the current main title scene. But we'll sure to get into that in another video very soon.
Yes.
So cautiously optimistic and hopeful, but worried where this might go, and Vince should have been allowed to say goodbye in his own way, I guess is my opinion.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, you know, hopefully, SummerSlam is coming up. Maybe you can get a proper goodbye at SummerSlam.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, or even Mania next year. It will be fine. It will be perfect.
Right.
Try to imagine Vince as a host of Mania.
No, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, Vince back on commentary. Vince had great commentary with Gorilla back in the day.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I mean, maybe something will happen with SummerSlam or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got more to say about that.
No, this was always going to be a short video. It just felt like something we had to address. Yep. It's like the biggest watershed in professional wrestling for 40 years. So, you know.
It was kind of a bombshell.
Yeah,
I didn't see that coming.
Like I said, it's the single biggest piece of news in professional wrestling since, well, WrestleMania 1, I guess. So, 39 years ago?
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, yeah, there was WWE at WCW on the way, and there's been a lot of things. I mean, NWO was a big moment, but this is the thing.
It is a thing. Well,
this is really a thing. Yeah.
Oh, he's gone, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Maybe you're happy about it. Maybe you're sad about it. But I don't know. Let us know, I guess. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I don't know if I'm going to put this out on Wednesday or Friday. So I'm going to put it on Wednesday. Make sure tomorrow to watch the prediction shows. But if we put it on Friday, to remember yesterday to watch our prediction show.
Yes, exactly. Yes. That's how it should be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't watch our predicted show yesterday. Remember to watch
watch the predicted show on Thursday, okay? That makes it more easier for y'all people. Like, what you talking about? Alright. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!